All right, everybody, welcome back to another top buy, top sell video here in the Edge Finder, where we are going to break down all of the numbers for our number one buy and our number one sell that we currently have listed in the Edge Finder. But before we get to that, I want to take a look at some other really cool features that we have in the Edge Finder, mainly the Smart Money Tracker and the Retail Sentiment tab. I want to check out bank signals too, but I did a video on bank signals earlier in the week that you can go find on the channel right now, where I do a real in-depth analysis of our bank signals tab. So if you want to see a full breakdown of bank signals and everything that you can do with that, go check out that video. For right now, I'm just going to focus on the Smart Money Tracker and Retail Sentiment. And so here in the Smart Money Tracker, what we're taking a look at is COT report data, or institutional trader data. So this is what the hedge fund, smart money guys, the guys that are getting paid lots of money to trade, this is what they are currently going long and short on. We can actually see that information. And so their most long asset at the moment is actually the JP225, 80.5% long and 19.5% short from institutional traders. Right next to that is the euro. This is our most long currency at the moment, 72.97% long and 27.03% short from the institutional traders. We can also check out the dollar. The dollar currently 67.58% long and 32.42% short. And our most shorted asset, or most shorted currency, is the Japanese yen, 88.6% short and just 11.4% long there from those institutional traders. We also have it all broken down for you like this. We have a different way to view it right here, where you can actually see all of the assets, the most bullish at the top and the most bearish at the bottom. You can see their total number of long contracts open, their total number of short contracts open, the changes long and short from the last data release, and of course the percentage long and short there as well. So let's check out retail sentiment as well. Retail sentiment is of course what day traders are going long and short on. And what we're looking at first is our major currency pairs. So these are our major US dollar pairs. So AUD USD is our most long major US pair from the day traders, currently 76% long and 24% short there, whereas USD CAD is our most shorted US pair, 87% short and 13% long there from day traders. Why don't we take a look at minor currency pairs as well? I'm going to select minor currency pairs only.
The Edge Finder has gone dark. The same helpful trading software you loved, now with a new look. Get access to our buy and sell watch list. Stay up to date with the market heat map. Get all the information you need for technical and fundamental analysis, and so much more. The Edge Finder is the perfect tool to give you confidence when taking on the markets and help you find more successful trades. If you want the market scanner for yourself, you can find it in the link in the description below, and you can use code A1YT at checkout for a discount on the Edge Finder.
And there we go. So there is a list of all of our minor currency pairs. CAD CHF is our most long minor currency pair, currently 94% long and 6% short from the day traders, whereas Euro AUD is the most shorted minor currency pair, 82% short and 18% long there. So quick look at what the smart money traders and the day traders are currently going long and short on. Why don't we take a look at our top buy and our top sell? So here is the full list of all of our assets with all of their scores, but I'm going to remove the neutral biases because we just want to look at buys and sells. And I'm also going to remove any indices or commodities that we might have, just so that we can get a clear picture of all of the currency pairs. So there we go. That is the complete list of all of the currency pairs that are currently listed as a buy or a sell in the Edge Finder at the moment. And we have two strong buys and two strong sells. USD CAD and USD ZAR are both strong buys, and AUD NZD and AUD USD are both strong sells. Now, I actually broke down AUD USD in its entirety in yesterday's news video. So if you want a full breakdown of AUD USD, still a strong sell bias score of -8, you can go check out that video for all of the latest numbers there. So instead of doing AUD USD, I'm going to break the rules just a little bit. I'm going to do AUD NZD instead. Again, if you want to watch a full breakdown of AUD USD, go check out yesterday's news video. But we're going to look at AUD NZD as well as USD CAD as our top buy and top sell. So why don't we start off with a buy USD CAD. Currently strong buy by a score of +8. COT data is a score of +2 and retail sentiment a score of +1. Let's get into those numbers right over here. So COT data, or institutional trader data, we just took a look at those numbers for the dollar just a minute ago, but 67.58% long and 32.42% short there from the smart money traders. So clearly favored long on the dollar there. The Canadian dollar, on the other hand, 60.35% short and 39.65% long. So institutional traders or smart money traders are favored long on the US dollar, favored short on the Canadian dollar. Retail sentiment, on the other hand, 87% short and 13% long there. As we just mentioned, USD CAD was our most heavily shorted US dollar pair, and it was actually our most heavily shorted currency pair out of all of them, because the minor currency pair that we took a look at, I know it wasn't 87% short from the day trader. So USD CAD, our most heavily shorted pair from the day traders, 87% short, 13% long there. Seasonality is a score of +1, and we can see that in the month of March, historically speaking, over the last 10 years, if you were to just take a look at the month of March on its own and see how USD CAD has been trending, well, historically speaking, it's fairly bullish, and that has been the case so far this month as well. Our trend reading is a score of +2, and it has come down over the past week or so, but has since those lows started to make moves back up again. Currently up 0.5% on the day, by the way, you can see that right there, and price forecast does project that it will continue to make moves to the upside. We can finish up with our fundamentals: GDP growth, unemployment, and interest rates, all scores of +1. Inflation, a score of -1. Let's take a look at those numbers right over here. So US GDP growth currently 2.7% compared to Canada's 0%. US inflation 6% compared to 5.2% in Canada. Unemployment 3.6% compared to 5%. And lastly, interest rates on the US dollar currently 5% compared to 4.5% in Canada. So there we go. Quick breakdown of USD CAD, currently our strongest buy listed in the Edge Finder. The other pair that we are going to take a look at is AUD NZD, currently a strong sell bias with a score of -7. COT data is a score of -1, and retail sentiment is also a score of -1. We can take a look at those numbers right over here. So institutional traders aren't really heavily favored long or short on the New Zealand dollar. They are 58.14% short on the New Zealand dollar and 41.86% long, but that's not really a heavy favoritism to the short side. We don't really consider something to be scored long or short until it crosses over 60%. So because it's sitting at 58 and hasn't crossed 60, that's why this doesn't have a different score here. Well, in fact, it would actually have a neutral bias score if institutional traders were both favored on the short side, because they are clearly favored short on the Australian dollar, 66.24% short, 33.76% long there. So if they were both favored short on the New Zealand and Australian dollar, this would be a neutral COT data score. But because it's close enough to 50-50 that we consider this neutral, but they are clearly favored short on the Australian dollar, it's getting that score of -1 instead. Retail sentiment, on the other hand, 84% long and 16% short there from the day traders. Taking a look at seasonality, again, in the month of March, historically speaking, over the last 10 years, AUD NZD has performed just a little bit bearishly in the month of March. And that has been the case so far this month as well, hovering around the strong sell bias for most of the month so far. Our trend reading is a score of -2, and we can see that last week it was definitely making some moves to the downside, came up since then, but has lost that momentum and has continued to fall back down over the last 3 days, and price forecast does project that it will continue to trend downwards. Let's finish up with our fundamentals one more time. GDP growth is a score of +1, but inflation, unemployment, and interest rates are all scores of -1. So GDP growth in Australia currently 0.5% compared to -0.6% in New Zealand. Inflation in Australia, 7.8% compared to 7.2% in New Zealand. Unemployment, 3.5% in Australia compared to 3.4%. And lastly, interest rates, 3.6% compared to 4.75%. So there we go, a breakdown of all of the numbers for AUD, NZD, as well as USD CAD. Currently, two of our strongest scores in the Edge Finder, strong buy bias there and a strong sell bias here.
Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free Edge Finder, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.